to do this. The first time, actually I think this is my third time trying to record this. It's been a mess. It's late at night. I should be in bed, but passion drives me. So, so I'm gonna show you how I do the audio edits for my book Endurance. It has over 40 chapters, so it's taking me it takes a while to get through it. Each month I'm giving 8 hours of audio time to create any kind of audio that I want. And I have pretty much a set voice and a set look for each chapter. As you can see, this is a different book. I try to keep it all the same and just keep it simple. And so we're looking at chapter 29 in Endurance to Power Within. If it will open up for me. Let's see if it puts us in 2.0 or the old studio. They just upgraded their studio. Okay, so it's putting us in the 2.0, which is the new studio. So I already have the words in here. Basically, all you do is copy and paste. So if these, I didn't realize I had already put this in here. If I didn't, all I would do is click on my other screen. I find chapter 29. I open it up, and you just copy and paste. You can do it. I do it page by page. It's just easier. I would never. I don't recommend doing like the whole entire chapter and copy and pasting the whole entire chapter. You want to break it up into sections. It's just better that way. So it's already in here. So all I need to do is add the music. So for this entire book, I use the same music, and the music that I use is called Minimalist. And I have to find it in here. I think I should go. It was under like a meditative. Let me see. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Well, could do a search. You know what? I forgot how to spell minimal. Really? Hey Siri. How do you spell minimal? Siri is not. She's ignoring me. It's rude. Hey Siri. How do you spell minimal? Is it me or did you sound like she had attitude? I think she had attitude. Go away, Siri. Go away. Go away. Go away, Siri. Being rude tonight. Okay. Minimalism. Uh-oh. So I wonder if... Wait. Let's see. Clear all. Let's try this again. I know I spelled that wrong. Oh, interesting. Let's see what this sounds like. I mean, I like it. I just don't know if it's right for what I'm doing. Let me see. What's this? This sucks. They have it in the old one. I don't know why they don't have it here. Well, that's a problem. So I might have to find different music. I was trying to stick to the same music. Just makes life easier. Rest and settle. What does this sound like? Basically, I'm just looking for something that's going to be relaxing. Okay, I'm going to have to come back to the music part. Let's listen to the audio and make sure, and let's just see what we hear.
Endurance the Power Within by April Thomas, Chapter 29. Thank you, Max Breed. Tamarius and Maxwell pushed through the crowd, rushing to Max's side. What happened? Tamarius asked May. He wasn't able to breathe. Max was staring at a woman in the back of the room. I think she was doing something. May quietly spoke to Tamarius, making sure others could not overhear their conversation. Tamarius left to find the woman. Maxwell knelt beside his son. Are you all right? Can you get up? He asked him. Yeah, I think I can. Max began to sit up as Nelson and Cora came through the crowd. Nelson helped Max to his feet while Maxwell helped May. Max was led to a nearby pew to relax. What happened? Cora questioned May. Max just stopped breathing. It was terrifying. May choked out. I'll go pull the limo around, Maxwell informed them. Tamarius fought through hordes of people, searching for the woman that May had seen near the back of the room. He, of course, suspected Jenna but didn't want to jump to conclusions. Tamarius spotted her, attempting to look casual. Now, why would she be here at the back of the room and not beside her grieving spouse? He already knew the answer. Jenna had not seen Tamarius. She did her best to keep her eyes on Max, hoping to bewitch him again. Tamarius calmly approached her. Why is it that you are way back here, and your son and husband are up in front, sitting with family, mourning like you should be doing? Tamarius grilled. Oh, hello, old friend, Jenna replied, turning to face him. You're no friend of mine. Never have and never will. Which? What you want? Jenna snaps. That's your son up there, sick because of you. Why are you attacking him? Tamarius struggled to control his temper. Why? What? Me? Why would I, his mother, do something like that? She lied. Tamarius withheld the urge to wrap his large hands around her neck and squeeze until her head popped off. Jezebel, you can lie as much as you want. A real mother wouldn't be standing back when her son falls to his knees. Say what you want, but your fruits will never lie. Tamarius stepped away, heading back to his nephew. Jenna was boiling with rage, cursing Tamarius under her breath. She could never get anything past him. Fruits. I don't even know what the hell he's talking about, she mumbled. He's always talking in riddles. Fool, she grunted, leaving the funeral home. Maxwell and Nelson helped Max into the limo. Patrick thanked Maxwell once more. He stayed with his ex-wife and family while the group returned to the mansion. Mika rest Max's head while it lay in her lap. Max was complaining of a migraine headache. Maxwell knelt beside his son in the limo. Mika rest Max's head while it lay in her lap. Max was complaining of a migraine headache. Maxwell knelt beside his son in the limo. May, hold his hand, Maxwell requested, wanting to form a prayer circle. Tamarius knew what his brother was preparing to do. Cora happily joined in prayer with Nelson. They prayed feverishly over Max. Their prayers were answered, and the malicious hex his mother had placed on him was broken. Max finally sat up in his seat, drenched in sweat and slightly queasy. The migraine headache abruptly left. Although his head still felt tender, he was relieved that the severe pain was over. He methodically spoke of his experience, confirming what Tamarius had already known. Unsurprised by Jenna's actions, Maxwell knew his ex-wife was an evil woman. Unfortunately, he had to learn the hard way. What are we going to do? She is not going to stop, Maxwell remarked, leaning back in Crest.
This is a lot easier than in the original platform. The original platform, you had to find your own way to get your words pronounced. Here, they already have some set up for you, which is really cool. And I think it might still need a pause, but let me see. So it's rendering it.
Make her S Max's head while it lay in her lap.
So
Make her S Max's head while it lay in her lap.
sometimes when that's happening where he's kind of like he's kind of choppy or jerky, or what I do is if you put a comma here, it's going to show up in the script. So you don't want to put a comma there, and you don't want to put a space. What you do is you add a pause, and you can add a weak pause. So this is a short pause. Sometimes that seems to give the AI kind of like a break or a separation so that it pronounces each word better. So let's see if that worked. And this does not show up in your script when you download the script for it.
May. Caress Max's head while it lay in her lap.
That sounds better. That might be the best I can get him. Let me see.
May. Caress Max's head while it lay in her lap.
It gave him a chance to pronounce caressed better. And it makes me wonder, should I say caress or should I say caresses? I don't know. I don't know. This is where I am not an editor. It's already been edited, so by numerous people. Numerous. So I kind of don't want to mess with anything too much. All right, we're gonna continue forward. It has to render it again. The 2.0 is a lot easier to work with once you start to once just getting the hang of it. I'm used to the older version, but I really do like what they did in the 2.0 version. And then I gotta figure out, I probably won't torture you guys because I'll make this video way too long. But I'll have to find some music to put with it. So that is going to be challenging. Okay, let's go.
Endurance the Power Within by April Thomas, Chapter 29. Thank you, Max Bree. Tamarius and Maxwell pushed through the crowd, rushing to Max's side. What happened? Tamarius asked May. He wasn't able to breathe. Max was staring at a woman in the back of the room. I think she was doing something. May quietly spoke to Tamarius, making sure others could not overhear their conversation. Tamarius left to find the woman. Maxwell knelt beside his son. Are you all right? Can you get up? He asked. Yeah, I think I can. Max began to sit up as Nelson and Cora came through the crowd. Nelson helped Max to his feet while Maxwell helped May. Max was led to a nearby pew to relax. What happened? Cora questioned May. Max just stopped breathing. It was terrifying. May choked out. I'll go pull the limo around, Maxwell informed them. Tamarius fought through hordes of people, searching for the woman that May had seen near the back of the room. He, of course, suspected Jenna but didn't want to jump to conclusions. Tamarius spotted her, attempting to look casual. Now, why would she be here at the back of the room and not beside her grieving spouse? He already knew the answer. Jenna had not seen Tamarius. She did her best to keep her eyes on Max, hoping to bewitch him again. Tamarius calmly approached her. Why is it that you are way back here, and your son and husband are up in front, sitting with family, mourning like you should be doing? Tamarius grilled. Oh, hello, old friend, Jenna replied, turning to face him. You're no friend of mine. Never have and never will. Which? What you want? Jenna snaps. That's your son up there, sick because of you. Why are you attacking him? Tamarius struggled to control his temper. Why? What? Me? Why would I, his mother, do something like that? She lied. Tamarius withheld the urge to wrap his large hands around her neck and squeeze until her head popped off. Jezebel, you can lie as much as you want. A real mother wouldn't be standing back when her son falls to his knees. Say what you want, but your fruits will never lie. Tamarius stepped away, heading back to his nephew. Jenna was boiling with rage, cursing Tamarius under her breath. She could never get anything past him. Fruits. I don't even know what the hell he's talking about, she mumbled. He's always talking in riddles. Fool, she grunted, leaving the funeral home. Maxwell and Nelson helped Max into the limo. Patrick thanked Maxwell once more. He stayed with his ex-wife and family while the group returned to the mansion. May caressed Max's head while it lay in her lap. Max was complaining of a migraine headache. Maxwell knelt beside his son in the limo. May, hold his hand, Maxwell requested, wanting to form a prayer circle. Tamarius knew what his brother was preparing to do. Cora happily joined in prayer with Nelson. They prayed feverishly over Max. Their prayers were answered, and the malicious hex his mother had placed on him was broken. Max finally sat up in his seat, drenched in sweat and slightly queasy. The migraine headache abruptly left, Although his head still felt tender, he was relieved that the severe pain was over. He methodically spoke of his experience, confirming what Tom Marius had already known. Unsurprised by Jenna's actions, Maxwell knew his ex-wife was an evil woman. Unfortunately, he had to learn the hard way. What are we going to do? She is not going to stop, Maxwell remarked, leaning back in his seat. Nothing is impossible with God. Have some faith. Tamarius scolded his brother, not having the patience for his moment of weakness. May exchanged glances with Cora, who was unusually silent. She quickly glanced at Max, observing his clammy and pale skin. Seeing him this way upset her deeply. Yet, she knew that he was strong and would recover quickly. On the other hand, Cora appeared to be struggling with the turn of events. Cora, are you all right? May questioned her friend. Are you all right? Cora returned. May smiled at her. I am now. Absorbing the last few events had not been entirely easy for Cora. She worried about May being a part of Mac's family and questioned much of their beliefs and methods. The most disturbing to her was the questions that plagued her about her beliefs and understandings. Nelson tried to explain things to her, but the cloud of confusion continued to grow above her. In the end, she decided to hold her tongue. She did not want to upset May, who seemed to be handling it reasonably well. The limo pulled into the driveway. Winston, who was called the head, eagerly stood by the front entrance before the limo could come to a complete stop. He quickly approached the limo, opening the door. Winston helped Max out of the limo and walked him up to his room. Nelson and Cora decided to head back home to give the Martinez family privacy to deal with Max. Nelson waited in his truck as Cora spoke with May in the driveway. Are you sure about marrying Max and getting involved in this family? They seemed. Cora couldn't find the right word that would not offend May. Cora, I finally found my home. I have finally found my family, my place. Do not worry about me. This is something that my soul knows and understands. I'm in good hands. May reassured her friend, placing her hands on Cora's shoulders. I just don't understand. I know, but I feel as if God has put us together. I can't see myself without Max. What if you're wrong? What if he decides he's tired of you and getting married at 17 was a huge mistake? I understand you love me, Cora. And in any other situation with any other guy, I would agree with you. Still, every fiber in my body tells me I'm where I am supposed to be. Don't hold me back from what God has sent me here to do. Wow, May, it's like I don't even know you. Normally, when I try to talk to you like this, you are silent or over the top. Okay, I will trust that God is working in your life no matter how it may look on the outside. Cora hugged her. How are you and Nelson? May asked. Cora began to blush. Good, he seems sincere, and it is sort of shocking for someone who is known to be a player. That still makes me kinda hesitant about him. I'm not ready to have sex, but I tested him the other day, and so far, he passed. I don't know. I'm so weary. I don't want to be made a fool of. Yeah, I hear you. It's not easy because of Nelson's reputation at school. May agree. Oh my gosh, school.
Oh my
Who's to say
gosh.
we would even make it through the summer? He's going to break it off before the summer is over, Cora sighed. Don't say that. I think Nelson is trying. He likes you. What guy would not? You're beautiful and sassy. May smiled, looking into her friend's eyes. Cora laughed and blushed. You're funny. Give him a chance. This is new for him, May ended. Okay, I will, Cora laughed. Now, go enjoy, 'cause he is hot, May giggled. Yeah, we better go. Let Max know he is in our prayers. Cora hugged her friend goodbye and entered the truck. Nelson leaned forward, smiled, and waved goodbye to May before driving off. May casually walked up the grand entrance and into the mansion as she abruptly remembered her doctor's appointment set for tomorrow. She decided to keep it to herself. Max had already been through enough. He could always join me for the next one, May thought. She made her way to Max's suite. She needed to see him. Tapping lightly on the door, Max groaned something inaudible. May took it as a comment and entered. His room was designed as if created for an aristocrat. The colors were stunning: royal blue, white, and trimmed in black. The king-size slate bed sat in the center of the room. He had a 75-inch, flat-screen television built into the wall above an elaborate fireplace. Off to the far right corner was a built-in hot tub. There is even a lounge area with a sizable Trinidadian flag on display. To the left of the jacuzzi, down a short hallway, was a beautiful master bathroom. On the opposite side of the room was a huge walk-in closet. Max also had a mini kitchen in the
Jeez.
corner of his room.
I want
It
his
held a
room.
compact countertop, microwave, and mini fridge. May was overwhelmed by the room's grandeur. His father just spoils him, May expressed under her breath. She tiptoed over to Max, who slept peacefully like a baby. May didn't want to wake him. She started to make her way back to the door when she heard, "Don't go." May froze, then turned slowly around. Max gingerly and carefully sat up in bed. The sheets rolled down his chest. His muscles slowly flexed and relaxed as he adjusted himself. "I need you, babe," he whispered, enamored by his angelic physique and intoxicating presence. May thought back to the night they had made love. She believed that she would never touch him again. May could feel her temperature rising and her body pulsating. She reminded herself of her personal promise. "I can do this," she murmured as she slowly walked towards him. "What's wrong?" Max questioned as he pulled back the sheets, inviting her to join him. I need?" May mumbled as she stared into Max's gray eyes, which appeared even smokier at the moment, calling to her spirit to join with his. "What do you need to do?" Max asked, smiling. "Take an icy shower," May grumbled. "I haven't changed from these clothes. I was just coming to check on you." Quickly, she summoned her strength to blurt out her words. "Please lay with me and watch TV," Max pleaded. May couldn't refuse for many reasons, but lying down in this dress would be uncomfortable. She remembered and insisted she wears a slip under her skirt. May just assumed that Anna was being old-fashioned and agreed to it. She was now glad she had listened. However, would an ordinary silk slip be enough to wean them? May knew if she left the room, he would just misunderstand her, assuming she was running away, and he could be right. Deep down, she knew the courage to return would not come to her quickly. Intimacy was new to May, at times, too nerve-wracking to deal with her feelings surrounding the issues. Max was her first in many ways. May slowly slipped off her shoes and sat down on the bed. Before she could protest, Max slowly unzipped her dress. He gently dropped her dress down past her shoulders, and May slid it off, standing to let it fall to the floor. Max pulled her down onto the bed and into his arms. He gently covered her with the sheets. His skin felt smooth and warm against hers. May began to rethink her promise. "I can't wait till we can sleep like this every night," Max whispered. "I love you. I love you. How do you feel? Is your head better?" May asked. "Yeah, but it still feels tender. I just need to rest." "That's what my uncle and father both say." "Well, let's rest then. Go back to sleep," May replied as she thought about not reminding him of her doctor's appointment. "Don't leave, please. Just stay here tonight. My dad doesn't mind. And I told him that we wanted our wedding night to be special," Max said as he closed his eyes, laying back on his pillow. "You did." May laughed. "My mom doesn't even know about our sex life." "Have you spoken to her?" Max questioned. I'm clueless on what to say, May said as she relaxed, lying on his chest. She could feel his body slowly drift to sleep as hers did the same.
Okay, so there's some things I gotta fix. And what I do is I keep a notebook next to me with the chapter title and whatever I need to correct. So I have to go back now and find physique. Physic, yeah, that was the wrong word used. And nobody caught that. I have to give it up to it's not easy editing a book that's over 100,000 words long. And our eyes autocorrect. They say from the top editors, they actually edit a book backwards, and they also put the book down for a minimum of 2 weeks, so that when they pick it up again to edit it again, they're seeing it with fresh eyes. So it's so many different things that and I gotta remember how to spell physique. The funny thing is I had corrected this a long time ago. Let me see, maybe let me see something. Let me argue with Siri again. Hey Siri, how do you spell physique?
Physique. Physique.
Yeah, see, I had fixed this a long time ago, so one of the people who edited changed it back, and I don't know why. That's how it should be. Like this. So I just want to hear him say it. Make sure it sounds right. Another word that I thought he said kind of funny was methodical. That's another one you probably have to play around with. I may not be able to correct it. You gotta tweak it. The reason why I picked this guy Terrell because I like the way he narrates for stories. He reads slower. So what I've noticed in the AI voices, the older men and women speak slower. The younger ones speak faster. So, like if I was doing kind of like the blog ones, if I did an audio for a blog and I wanted to sound chipper and fast, I would probably use the younger voices. For the storytelling and the book telling, I find that for me, I like to hear the older voices because they speak slower, they pronunciate better. He has a kind of an accent, um, and he has a certain way he says certain things like situation. I say situation, he says situation. I've heard people say it like that before too, so I just
Enamored by his angelic physique and intoxicating presence, May thought back to the night they had made love.
okay, that sounds better. So there's little things I gotta tweak, and then I just have to add in. Gotta go back to the beginning. Hold on. Okay. So here you can add in video or you can add in an image. I have an image set up for. Oh wait, I'm sorry. This is the. Listen to me talking my crap. This is the audio. All right, fine. Let's just pick an audio. Um, see characteristics. Oh, here. I wonder. It'd be funny if I find it now. Aloha. Ooh. I just want to hear what this sounds like. till we meet again. I gotta figure out how to stop it now. Okay. I love that song. Okay. These are like all new music. They didn't have this before. I wonder what soulful sounds like. Take off minimal. Old friends, 20 something. Says chill happy, chill hopeful happy. I found this chapter, I thought it was kind of intense a little bit. The drama that was going on. Oh, I've heard. See, I don't want vocals. So, let's see. I want instruments. I want ambient. Mm. Suspenseful. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, let's just try this one and see how it sounds in here. So let's hear it. Has to render. In the meantime, I wonder if I can get the image in here. So here is where I was trying to add the image. Okay, so why does this keep coming up? Let me see what this is. See, this is different. I'm just trying to get used to how they do it. I can actually drop a file there. It might be easier. Let's see. Okay, fine. What's this doing? Why is this doing this to me? I'm gonna hit cancel. I guess I'm hitting too many buttons. Computer's getting mad at me. Alright, I would prefer to just drop it. I just think it's easier. So I gotta go into, these are all the ones I've downloaded before. That's about tea, cloth, holiday, fun rescue. I'm looking for a certain folder. Here we go. So I made this for all the chapters. There we go. Okay, so add thumbnail. Right. Okay, and just like the other one, I think I have to drag it. But first, I just wanted to hear what it sounded like. So I use this just in case I need to submit this to YouTube for copyright claims. And download. I haven't had an issue. I mean, I have it anyway, but I haven't had an issue. So if ever it does come up, I can submit that and it's not an issue. You have text, docx, srt, vtt. I don't know what vtt is, but I know the other platform that I use, they use this also. That's fine, but I just stick to this. And do I want to include pauses in the script? Nah, I don't really care. I don't really need it. Okay. I haven't had any issue, I don't think. And that's it. It takes like 2 seconds to download. So that's it. That's how I do the audio. And then when I go into formatting the book, I'll show you how I do the QR code and everything and format the book with the audio in it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please like, share, and subscribe if this is something that brought value to you. And I hope that you have a wonderful day.